Back, new developments in the port strike along the east and the Gulf Coast. A union for 45,000 dock workers has now agreed to suspend the strike until January.
The union says this will give them more time to negotiate a new contract.
We have been engaging the parties on all sides, urging them to come to the table.
Tens of thousands of members of the International Longshoremen's Association are to resume working immediately after walking the picket lines demanding higher wages and a ban on automation.
If and when a strike happens, expert caution Americans against panic buying, especially with goods that are produced in North America, like water and toilet paper. Right now, a number of Utahns need to hear that message. We ran into shoppers out today stocking up on items that they thought would be in short supply. And news specialist Brian Carlson found out what items actually could be in short supply by a possible port strike, and he went out to educate shoppers and to dispel the myths.
Up until today, we weren't getting a clear picture about what goods Utahns should be concerned about. That left a lot of room for fear and panic to drive people to go out and stock up. But now we know what should be on your list and what you can leave off.
You see it today at places like Costco. Shoppers loading up on water and toilet paper.
I feel like if you don't bulk up now, you may be without because of the strike.
Yes, even we had money to buy, it's hard to find it.
Yeah. Definitely grabbed some, even though we didn't need it even.
But they're not the items the Utah Inland Port Authority says shoppers need to be worried about.
The run on them will actually be what causes a shortage and the increase in pricing. It probably won't be lack of it coming in from outside the United States.
The Port Authority says only 20% of goods coming into Utah are shipped through the East Coast ports. From the data they've received, the top items affected include furniture, gym equipment, screws or bolts, ski chairlifts, medical devices, cooking appliances, articles of plastic, building stone, iron or steel, and car parts. Water and toilet paper isn't on the list.
We actually have a pretty big toilet paper manufacturing plant here in the state of Utah with Procter & Gamble up in Box Elder County. They make a significant amount of toilet paper actually here in the state.
And I explained that today to worried shoppers.
How do you feel knowing that that's not one of the things that we should be concerned about?
A little more comfortable, but still better to be prepared.
So if the strike picks back up in January, one of the biggest concerns is how it affects manufacturing and jobs. If that happens, production begins to suffer, and then prices on those items go up. In Salt Lake City, Brian Carlson, KSL 5 News.